Hello everyone. So in this video I'll be talking about the school software from Rootbox Technologies. It's called SIS or School Information System. This is a basic system which can be used by any school of any size, and it has all these modules that you can see here. I'm right now logging in as a demo admin. When I log into this, you see what are the various options that I get here. I get a dashboard. This is a dashboard which will tell me how many classes are registered, how many students. So this is just a demo. So I've only got two classes, two students, two teachers, and some messages here. And this is the dashboard. This will just give you an overview of the whole thing. So you can control what all pages you have. You can add a new page. So like suppose you want to add a new page, call it anything. So that will show here now. So this is the control pages section. You can create messages here. You can compose a message, and this message you can type the person to whom the message needs to be sent. For example, I have a parent demo in the system. So the message that I'm writing is demo message. So this, when we go into the parent login, we'll be able to see this. So I just sent a message called a demo message. It says that the message is gone. You'll have a calendar where you can add new items. You can see the various items that are already there in the calendar. This is for today. This is the class schedule. You can create a schedule. You can add a schedule. This subject on this particular date, this subject on this particular date. So you can add all that schedule here. You can see the attendance here because the attendance is marked by the teacher. There's a library. So in the library, you can add books. You can add a book here, right? And you can control the various parameters of the book. It's a traditional book or electronic book. Whether if it's electronic, then you can upload the book here. What is the state of the book? It's available, unavailable, book description, etc., etc. And we have a media center. We can upload various media, videos or whatever images you can upload here. Then you have a teacher section. Here is where you manage the teachers. You can, if some new teacher registers herself or himself on their own on the login page, then you'll see that listing here. And if you go to waiting approval, you'll see the name here. Then you can approve them, right? Same for students. If some student self-registers, then you can see them here, waiting approval. Otherwise, you can add a student here. Because you see here, add a student option is given. So you can add students here. And you can add parents here. When you add a parent, you also need to map a parent to a student. So let's look at this parent 1. And if you see here, if you go down, you'll see that this person is added to the new student. New student is the name of a student, and he's a father. So then if you go down, you can see different grade levels. You can have A plus, whatever types of grades that you have in the system, you can add them here. Then you can have assignments. So whatever assignments are there, you can add an assignment or even see the assignments here that teachers have uploaded. Then you can see exams, various exams. You can add the exams here, what exam, when it will happen, etc. All the details of the exam. Then if it is an online exam, then you can add it here where children can go online and participate in the exam. It will be like a quiz. There's a news board that you can create and add new items. People who log in can see the news board from their login. These are the various events which will show up on the calendar. So you can see here, add new events. So whatever event you add here, you'll have to choose a date and that will show up on the calendar. We have a payment section. So here what we've done is we don't have currently in this version, we don't have a payment gateway, but whatever payment you do receive, maybe by cash, maybe by check or whatever, you can add it here. You can just track the payment here. It's only for tracking the payments. Then transportation. So if anybody has, you can have routes here. For example, if I add a new transport, you can have transport title, whatever it's called. Then it goes to CP, description, driver contact, and monthly fare, let's say 1500. And these are the various classes that you have in the system. Like you have 1A, 2A, so whatever classes you have, you can keep adding classes here. And when you add a student, you can map him to a class, and you can map a class teacher to the particular class. And if you have a DOM, you can map a DOM to that class. You can add subjects. So you have various subjects that you're teaching in the school that you can add here. So if you go to administrative task here, you can see promotion. So what you do is once the session is over, you want to promote all the kids from class 1A, 2A, and you say promotes. All the students will be promoted. Instead of going one by one, you can do it all at once. Here we can, configure all the mail and SMS messages in the system. Here you can have templates. Here you can create some polls. Suppose you want to take a feedback from parents or From teachers, you can create polls. Here, you can also have dormitories in case you have a hostel facility. You can add it here. This is a general setting section. Which module you want active and which you can control it here, and what theme you want. If I go to languages, here I can also control what languages I want active and inactive. So here currently we have all these options of Spanish, Russian, Turkish, Italian, Hindi, German, Dutch, French, Arabic, and English. So in case your school is not in India and you're using it in a particular language that are listed here, you can use one of the languages. If you want addition of some other language, you can probably look at that. So we keep adding languages. Here you can create and add administrators. So this is how the admin section looks. So let's log in as a teacher demo. So now I had changed the language for teacher to Hindi. I'm going to go back and change it to English. So here's the profile data. Here you can change the language. So I'm going to just switch to English. And I just refresh this page. So when I do that, you see the language changes to English. So here the teacher has his or her own dashboard. There are static pages which were created by the admin. They can see the messages. If you go here, if any parent has sent a message to the teacher can see it here. There's a calendar which is visible to everybody. There's a class schedule. This is attendance where the teacher can mark the attendance. Close class 2A. So here she'll see a student, the two students here. So she can mark them either present, absent, late with a valid excuse, or early dismissal. So these are the 5 options that are there. Then this is the statistics. Here you can go and check the statistics of, what are the attendance statistics of various classes and all that. This is a library which the admin added. So, here the teacher can download stuff from the library. Here you can download the media. If any media is, right now there's no media. Here the teacher can see the students. So here there are 2 students, both are in 2A, which are assigned to this particular teacher. Then here the assignments the teacher can upload. You can add assignments here for the children to do. There's an exam list. Then this is online exam. So here teacher can add an online exam which she wants to, surprise test or whatever test she wants to give to her students. Here there's a news board which the admin had created, events which will be in the calendar, and then there's transportation also details that, if you remember, we added this at the reference to CP, which is now visible here. So these are the things that a teacher can do. Parent has his or her own dashboard. There's a static page which was created by the admin. The messages. So I created a message called a demo message. You can see here on December 30, I created a message. So this the parent can see. There's a calendar that the parent can see. There's a class schedule which is specific to the kids of this parent. Then there's the library details. If at all this parent has access, you can see it here. Media center. These are students which are mapped to this particular parent. There's a new student, class A, class 2A. Then there's an exam list. Then there's a news board. Then there's an events calendar. And the payment. So this is where the parent sees any fees which is due. There's 1,000 rupees due which is unpaid, which you can see here. Then there's transportation details. So this is the student login. Student has his or her own dashboard which is specific to the student. Then you can see the static pages here, any messages for the student, you can see it here. And then there's a calendar which the student can see, class schedule, attendance, any library details student can see here, media center, any assignments for the student, you can see it here. There's a homework. Then there's an exam list. If an exam is due, there's an online exam, there's no online exam, there's a news board, events, payments. So these are the various things that and transportation. So this is what the student can see. So here I'll find waiting approval. So there's a person waiting approval which is just added. So here I have to go and say approve. So once I approve, now this person is a parent in the system. Before that, it was just waiting approval. So this is how the system works. This will be a hosted solution. It will reside on our server at our end, and you'll be given a username, password to log in to the various functions. Normally we do not customize currently, but if you need customization, we can have a discussion. We're not saying no, but customization means that we are playing with the code, which is a very robust code. We normally don't do that. So if there's something that is not in the software, it's better to have a discussion beforehand and understand beforehand rather than to have wrong expectation. And any questions, you can please write to the emails provided here. Thanks and have a good day. Bye.